AITAH for choosing to visit my grandmother last. I hope no one I know looks on Reddit. I'm not sure about the dates cars, no one really told me, but I found out after my mom called my dad for a separate reason and he told her. I overheard. A month or so ago my great-grandfather died and I had moved with my mother around the same time. I'm not the type of person to use Facebook or message others. The back of my head always telling me they're busy people. Well, the funeral was a few weeks after we had moved, but no one told me about his death or the funeral. I found out about it all the day after the funeral. He wasn't buried either. I don't know who has the ashes. The only two people whose responsibility it would have been to tell me would be my dad or my grandmother. Their reasoning for not telling me is you never call or visit anyone we didn't think you knew or cared about. Him, I didn't know they hadn't realized, but every time I would go to my grandmother's house, I would spend more time upstairs with my great-grandfather than I would my grandmother. They also should have known that I knew him. Grandmother was the one we'd go with to visit him before he had to live with her due to age and mental health. Me and my grandmother have had issues for years already, so I've always been uncomfortable visiting her, which is why I'd spend more time with him. It's also why I don't visit their house often. I don't feel comfortable there unless I was with my great-grandfather hiding from everyone else with him, and I don't. It's hard to put emotions into words. I've never been good with my own emotions, but I'm hurt and frustrated they didn't think to tell me. I know that because I've moved far away, and I'm not going to be visiting at all really unless it's a holiday. That I should visit my grandmother while I'm visiting just in case something happens while I'm gone, but I'm just so upset with her and in my head, logically, it's over and done with and I should probably just forget about it. But in my heart, I'm hurt. I feel like I'm being crushed. Every time I think about my grandmother, I'll be visiting for my birthday and the day after my birthday so I can see everyone. Edit 1. I know I mention emotions in this post, but I feel like I might be being petty. This is why I want outside opinions.